There used to be an old expression called bush gentleman. And I say used to be because they don't make them like that anymore. I've travelled around a lot to hear different stories from different places, and it fills your mind with how things used to be and the strength of it all. It's been great out here in Waterman country. Hearing Uncle Bill's stories, the depth of his knowledge and the strength in his voice, hearing the language, seeing the country, I'm there with him. Listen to his yarns, listen to the laughter in his voice. A lot of things he could be bitter for, but he's not ready to be bitter. And he sure hell is not ready to slow down. I wish him well.
Gather up some people, no? Probably cannot do. Come and join us. Yeah, you're right. Nobody can laugh at your leg. Come on around. And then go on the city. Yeah, Papa, you down and you bought the join us too. No bags. But God, I never been. Man, probably. Yeah.
One red one.
You want one? Now you only jump trick. Carry. Little peaceful dub, and he went over there, dug a hole, because there's no water around this country, in a place called Kolorokja, way out in the never. Then the open plain, there's hardly any trees all around it. They was dancing around this little rock hole where they were digging. They were singing about this water. Then they go away singing and they come back again and look, still no water. They go on ahead again singing. They went on ahead singing and singing, and then they went away. Then come back, they can see the earth's getting damp. And they continue singing. Anyway, next they saw the water come up. When the water come up, they were happy. They drank that water, and then they gave it to all others. This is a rock pool of water, way out in the open plain, in the black soil plain over here, way up. And all the rocks, all sitting around round like this, that's the part of all the diamond dub, peaceful dub, cockatoo and all them, all standing there. When they change from bird, their shadow become a rock now, and then that's where all these little groups of rock, all the way around this big rock hole. They said, oh, well, all right, we'll call for everybody to come here to do the ceremony, nah? They said. Anyway, they started the singing there. Dalamandala la branjana, 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 bramandala la branjana. Dalamandala la branjana, dalamandala la branjana. Dalamandala la branjana, dalamandala la branjana, dalamandala la branjana, dalamandala la branjana, dalam. While I was singing that, they were standing around in this rock hole that made it, the water to come up. Morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya. The morondondolo mean that the whole way, like where they remove all the earth, and after they drank water, and the yat mean that they all moved away, né? And they left all the marking and tracking there, and that's what all those little pointy rocks like these. Very interesting, lots of rock holes standing around like that. Just like if somebody built a little yard, you know? Just like that, those rocks, little eye rocks all the way, and this big rock pool in there. Morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala. Morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo. One now changing become a bird and they go. That's why you can hear the sound of that diamond dub too. You go. They're changing all the different tunes. Morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala. Morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo, morondondolo, ya jajala, ya jajala, morondondolo. I was a kid, was running around here in this part of the country. Because I'm a waterman. This is my mother dreaming country here. This one is called Colorocta. Colorocta is all a diamond dub, dreaming, and peaceful dub, dreaming. That's how you can hear that sound of the diamond dub still today. We are Nanyang and Bulma, that means water coming up, not rising. And everybody come down and have a look, they were happy. This all rocks, everywhere you see that's part of the old diamond dub. We're sitting around in a group all around in here. And they were happy. So the male was down that side up top. And all the female were down here. They're the one that made it happen to this water hole. This is the real dreaming sacred side. For women, ceremony place, my mother country. Later on, when the white men come along, they call it dummy rock hole. This water never goes dry because it's been sung by the diamond dub dreaming. In early days, we used to come on foot all around. We always come over and camp. It was the most big ceremony place for the people over there. A lot of initiation been done over there with a lot of old people up top in that plateau. The last time when I came here, back in 1957, when we mustered the cattle here. That's a fair while ago. When I was a kid, growing up, when I was a stockman, and all this come down, have lunch and all this sort of type. This water was full like this all the year round. Never go dry. But now in spiritual mind, the old rainbow keep feeding the water in this magnificent rock hole here. And that's been like this since I was a kid, anyway. And a black basalt, the Aboriginal name called Barwinin. The Barwinin is like a slight basalt, you can see, very thin and long and flat. Diamond up use, you can hear the sound on the wing. And all this flat rock here, you can see, it's like a tapping stick. It makes a very loud sound. I get this little sample. Well, I get this another one here. Oh, this one might be. You can hear that. See, that's a real sound. That's a really bell sound. And that's a very interesting little basalt called Barwinin. I put it back for my mom because he is dreaming. When I picked it up and I put this one back, he's belonging here. We can't let anybody take anything away. And this old mom, all my mother, all my sisters and all that, they're all in here. That's why I come over visit. My mother dreaming here in this rock hole. Tell you the story about our creation history. Now before that, what happened in this country? There was no rocks. And there was no tree or grass of any sort. And the first of the three people was this country. Now, the one is old Rainbow, the one that made the sea, an old lady called Dung Dung, come out of the side of the earth, is a frog lady, and went across and made it up with old Rainbow. Between old Rainbow and Dung Dung sat together. Anyway, later, they got married up and they had many children all underwater. The later, Dung Dung walked out inland to dry herself out. Another one came down from the sky. It's called Nade. He's a long Mimi man. Came down and landed beside Dung Dung. And he said to Nade, where'd you come from? And Nade said, oh, I came from the top. And Nade asked Dung Dung, where'd you come from? And she said, I come out of the side of the earth. Oh. Anyway, they sat down and they talked and they got mated up. And then Dung Dung finished up with the two husbands. He had old Rainbow and he had Nade. Between Nade and Dung Dung, they had many children, who was part of our lightning people. The lightning, the one to struck the land in this country. They put all the songs together. They named it all the different plants. They named it all the different soil, the earth and everything. They invented all the different tools. They woodcraft and everything. They made a big creation song and the story right across the country, all around, with the lightning people. While they were there together, and they were making all these songs and made a lot of noise, and old Rainbow can hear them. And he woke up and stood up and he looked. Inland was many people walking around. Then old Rainbow walked across and said to old Dung Dung, why you do this, having everybody out here in the dry land? We should have everybody together all underwater. Now Dung Dung said, no, we got to have two separate lots. One lot in the water and one lot inland. And Rainbow said, no, we can't have everybody all underwater. And Rainbow goes back and he sang the great big spiritual song. He sang it and made the water rise. And water come right over in this country and flooded the whole world. This country was in big flood. We call that the Ngabal Ngabal was here. The song for the Ngabal Ngabal also in the creation song, and we still use that song today. Never threw the creation song away. We still teaching to the young one. When the flood was rising, all these little lightning people moved from the lower country. It went up and based on the top of the high mountain. Then now they come down from the sky, helping all these children. Walking across the water, he was a very huge, tall man. That's why they call him a Mimi. And picking up all these children. Water was only up to his waist deep, and the water was rising, and putting all these little lightning people on top of the high mountain. And everybody was watching and looking at the water rising. And there was no bird in this country, all lightning people. One of them is not today, it's a bird, because he changed from the lightning people to become a little bird now. It's called Willie Whitetail. The Willie Whitetail, the one who invented all the stone tool, made spear points, stone axes, scraper, and everything out of a mud. And he sang it, it all went wild. And he made a pointy one. He said this might be ideal to spear the rainbow, get rid of the water. We don't want to get drowned. And Willie Wagtail raced across and said to the old lightning, he said, maybe the way we can go to spear the rainbow. And lightning reckoned, good idea to get rid of the old rainbow. Anyway, then the lightning said, all right, keep his head spear. Wait a minute, Willie Whitetail said, I'll go down and make the long end of the spear. Nah? He clacked all the mud and he rubbed it together, made it longer, and he sang it, made it like a long spear. And then put these little flints on the end of it, out of a mud again, and it was very strong. But he made many of them. And he went across and gave it to the lightning. Lightning, the one threw the spear, hit the old rainbow, cut him in half, never killed him. And old rainbow got very annoyed. And he sang it, and he brought his water right up. And the lightning said, oh, keep that spear to the grey falcon. Now, he was a human first, now he's a bird today. Now, the falcon, so once he carried the fire, he carries what we call jundin. He's a boning tool, and he carries it and then flies him across with this, like the feathers and stuff like this, and also the shooting star. With the falcon, he invented all that song, and he picked up the spear point and he sang it, and he sang it to go straight to the rainbows, to kill our rainbow. When he sang it, after he finished, the grey falcon, the one who threw the spear, came right across the country, straight to the rainbow, shot his head right off. The head of the rainbow fell down, and the tail end stayed away, and the water ran right back to the sea level, where the rainbow made up. The big whirlpool there, with the big spiritual song, and that's why the wall of water disappeared, and that's why it is there today.